They say you can dodge the law, but dodging yourself? Nah, that's game over. You think you know what a hustler looks like. Some shadowy figure, hood up, face hidden. But sometimes they look like me, sneakers fresh out the box, eyeliner sharp enough to slice through lies, and a smile that made people hand over their wallets before they even knew what hit them. I wasn't some low-level scammer running petty tricks. Nah, I had a whole operation. A smooth system that made money move so fast, it disappeared before anyone could blink. And for a while, I thought I had the cheat codes to life. I grew up in a typical middle-class neighborhood. 2 hard-working parents who immigrated here from the Philippines, chasing that American dream. Dad worked double shifts at the factory. Mom did accounting for a local business. They wanted me to have everything they didn't. But my idea of everything wasn't theirs. While they saved for my college fund, I dreamed of designer bags, 5-star hotels, and jets that took off whenever I felt like it. I didn't want to just survive. I wanted to thrive. In my early 20s, I dipped my toes into finance, stocks, crypto, digital investments. All the buzzwords you hear on TikTok. I had the brains to back it up and the charm to close deals. But it wasn't enough. I wanted more, and I found a way to get it. See, people trust too easily. All I needed was to look the part. Sleek business fits, the latest iPhone in hand, and confidence for days. I pitched fake investment opportunities, promised high returns, showed them fake bank statements. They saw numbers and their eyes lit up. They invested big. For a while, I kept the game tight, took some of the money, paid off earlier investors, and kept the rest rolling. A classic scheme, but I made it look legit. My DMs blew up with people begging to get in on the action. I flew first class, rocked designer everything, and ate meals that cost more than my parents' monthly rent. But greed's a hungry beast, and I fed it until it bit me back. I was sipping a lavender latte at some overpriced cafe when my phone buzzed with a news alert. Authorities investigating multi-million-dollar fraud operation. My heart stopped. My name wasn't in the headline. Yet. But I knew it was just a matter of time. I thought about running, fake passport, fake ID, a flight to some tropical hideout where no one knew my name. I had the plan ready. All I needed was the nerve to pull it off. But the law moves fast. One night, I was counting cash. The next, I was counting seconds before the door got kicked in. Flashlights, voices shouting, cold metal bracelets snapping on my wrists. My ears were ringing. My brain was glitching. The ride to the station. Silent. I stared out the window, watching my freedom fade like a bad dream. Courtrooms have a way of making you feel 2 inches tall. The judge listed my charges like a grocery list. Fraud, deception, money laundering, faking documents. Each word chipped away at the illusion I'd built. My lawyer whispered, "Plead guilty. It'll go easier." I didn't want to plead guilty. I didn't want to admit I'd lost, but reality doesn't take bribes. When the judge handed me 15 years in federal prison, the gavel hit like a hammer to the heart. Prison isn't just concrete walls and metal bars. It's a vibe, a heavy, stale, never-ending vibe. Day 1, I walked into the yard, head held high, but my stomach doing somersaults, eyes locked on me from every corner. Some curious, some calculating. "Yo, fresh meat, where'd all that money go?" That was the first question. They knew my story. News spreads fast behind bars. The con queen of crypto, they called me. Some girls wanted tips. Some just wanted to know if I had anything left stashed away. I learned quick who to trust and who to avoid. Prison cliques are like high school, but with higher stakes. You'd think the prison would kill my hustle. Nope. I found new ways to trade. Commissary snacks for favors. Handwritten notes for extra phone time. Hustlers adapt. It's what we do. But at night, when the lights cut out and the world went silent, the regrets hit hard. I thought about my parents, all the dreams they'd had for me, how I'd flip those dreams upside down. Some nights, I'd hear someone crying in their cell. I never knew if it was them or if it was just an echo of myself. They say confession is good for the soul. Maybe it is. Maybe it's Just a way to face the truth you've been dodging. I thought I was smarter than everyone, that I could bend the rules and come out clean. But you can't outrun the truth. It's always right there, just waiting for you to trip. Now, I wake up every day in a 6'8" cell. No luxury, no lies. Just reality. I'm paying the price for the choices I made. And yeah, it sucks. But at least I'm not running anymore. Because dodging the law, that's one thing. But dodging yourself? Nah, that's game over. You know what's wild, though? Prison wasn't the worst part. The cell doors, the cold stares, the whispers that followed me down every corridor. They were tough, but they weren't unbeatable. The worst part, the silence at night when the noise died down, when all I had was my own thoughts, and the weight of what I'd done hit harder than any judge's gavel. I wasn't invisible in here. Nah. The other women noticed everything. My swag, my confidence. They clocked that from day one, and when word got around about how much money I'd flipped, some girls stared at me like I had the secret to life's treasure map. They'd side-eye me in the chow line, whispering, "What'd you do with all that cash, girl?" Their curiosity was sharp, but their envy, that cut even deeper. But what they didn't get was that the money came with a cost. Every fake smile, every false promise. It all piled up like dirty laundry I couldn't hide. And once you lose that first piece of yourself, it's easy to lose the rest. I wasn't just scamming other people, I was scamming me. If you're sitting there thinking, man, I would never go that far, trust me, I thought the same thing once. But life is slippery like that. One small step off the path, and before you know it, you're sprinting in the wrong direction. I wish I could say this story has a happy ending. But maybe the real story is just starting now. Maybe redemption isn't a one-shot deal. Maybe it's in the daily grind of making things right. So what would you have done? Drop a comment. I want to hear your truth, because I've already told you mine.
Wow.